everybody? So I'm going to share a quick simple drill that you can do at home to help strengthen up your hip flexors and single leg stability. So a lot of people can't even stand on one leg and balance, and here's something simple that you can do right at home, and it doesn't take any equipment. I got my leg bands on to provide resistance, but you don't need that at all. You can kind of create your own resistance by using your muscles and squeezing, but I like to use these to do different dynamic movements. But all we're gonna do is I'm gonna stand tall, squeeze my core, don't arch your back, right? Stay tall, and then I'm squeezing my glutes, grabbing the ground with my foot, making sure I got that full hip extension, and I'm simply gonna lift my right leg up, get my calf to my hamstring, and then you'll notice that you might be leaning to one side or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna squeeze and just try to hold it for about 20 seconds. Once you get to 20 seconds, you can try to close your eyes if you wanna make it more challenging, and you can start with 20 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever you need to do, but we want to try to keep this leg up in hip flexion, and then keep this leg, the down leg, nice and straight in hip extension, right? And then keep the core tight, and we stay nice and tall. And that is a simple drill that we can do right at home to help strengthen up your hip flexors and that's going to help alleviate some back pain if you have back pain, because if you strengthen up these and then you stretch them, it's going to be much better than just like, say you got back pain from sitting or whatever the case may be, and then you just stretch all your hip flexors. That might help for a time being, but if they're weak and then you stretch them, it's just going to make it worse, right? Because they're going to want to tighten back up to provide stability to the body. So we have to do our job, strengthen them up, and then lengthen them out and get that mobility, flexibility through there. So I'm gonna do my other leg, same thing. Full hip extension here, core nice and tight. Get this knee up. I got my calf to my hamstring so I can get the hip flexion over here. And I'm just gonna hold it for about 20 seconds, right? Making sure I squeeze, try to keep this leg in full hip extension. Keep this leg in full hip flexion. And then once you get to 20 seconds or so, if you want to get an extra challenge, you can close your eyes and then just try to be stable. And I have my shoes on doing this, but it actually is much better to just do it with your shoes off so you can work more foot stability, foot strength. Woo! And yeah, so there you have it. Great, simple exercise that you can do right at home to help strengthen up your hip flexors and try to alleviate some back pain. But most importantly, as an athlete, we got to be able to have that hip flexor strength. A lot of times we're sitting here on defense, which is shortening our hip flexors, and then they get used to being there and they get shortened and tight, right? So then I try to tell athletes to be able to get up and run so they can get this knee up to push the ground. But if you're constantly here, the more you're bent, look at where my knee goes. I can't get my knee up, but if I come up just a little bit, now I can get here and boom. Right, so that's all I got. If you need a pair of bands, feel free to click on the link below. Go to my Instagram, Jackson Elite Training, or you can go over to eBay, check them out, grab them. FDS leg bands, great for strength, mobility, and then just doing different dynamic movements with the bands. But yeah, have a great day. Thanks for watching.